Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nitpicks, the show where we nitpick anything and everything about moving pictures. On this episode of Nitpicks, we're going to be talking about Vittorio De Sica's 1948 film, Bicycle Thieves. Warning, there are no spoilers, even though the film is 71 years old. We're not talking plot points today, we're talking meaning. Okay, right down to business. Bicycle Thieves explores the primal instinct to protect one's own family. As the main character, Antonio Ricci, takes a desperate journey through the depths of his own soul, the audience has to explore their own souls too. We can't help but feel empathy toward Antonio and his son Bruno. Where they go, we go. We're them, they're us. Despite the film's age and its slow pace, its message rings as true today as it did in 1948. I think the question De Sica presents is, how much can a man take before he reaches his breaking point and is forced to take desperate measures? This is a question we all ask ourselves, and we all believe that we have the stamina to take anything life throws at us. De Sica helps us put this into perspective. We test ourselves as we go through this journey with Antonio and Bruno. Antonio's dire circumstances at the beginning of the film are just like those of every other Italian struggling to survive in post-war Italy. As events transpire, Antonio goes to the darkest depths of his soul. Every action he takes throughout the film feeds his need to survive. Antonio's primal goal makes it easy for us to empathize with him. Many of us share similar circumstances in our own lives. Some of us overcome them, some of us become victims. The relationship between Antonio and his son Bruno is an important subplot that drives the main plot of the film. Bruno's role serves two purposes. One, to act as an anchor for Antonio, keeping him focused on the goal and reminding him of the stakes if he fails. And two, to drive the audience's empathy toward Antonio and his actions. A lot of what we see is through Bruno's eyes. He's the real bridge between Antonio and the audience. So, now the real question, should I watch this movie? To which I answer, yeah, but before watching this film, it's important to remember that it's 71 years old. The world moved a lot slower back then, so this movie has a really slow pace. While it doesn't move as fast as modern movies, its message does run deeper than most. So, if you're willing to sit through it and give it a higher level of thought, then yeah, go ahead, watch it. That's it for this episode. We'll see you next time. Medium rare steaks. The stakes matter.